What's up, y'all? It's the Normies coming at you with a little bit of, I was going to say Game of Thrones, with a little bit of Scam. Season 4, Episode 7. Mickey?
We must sammen. We must stammen. We must stand together.
Oh, it looks like we're going to get a little bit of camaraderie.
We must unless that's the Pepsi Max girls rallying and it's going to be
it's our gals.
And it's going to be a red wedding of Roos.
Oh, God.
The Roos wedding.
A Roos wedding.
That would be a hell of a turn for the show.
Right. Someone just dies. We're like,
holy.
And Sana just stands over the body, and so he wrote it. Oh, God.
So, I think, our gals are going to believe Sana, and maybe they're going to see the texts, and at first they're going to be like, why would you do this? Yeah. But then they're going to see that she's right, and then all will be well, but they're going to be boostless.
We must sammen.
And then get another boost.
We must sammen.
In the past, Vilde has shown to be more smart than she lets on to be, so maybe she's like, I know those girls are just using me, but I'm just using them back to get you on a bus, big homie, because
Or they kick the Pepsi Max girls out and find some clever way to come up with $32,000.
Yeah.
Maybe they rob a bank.
And it turns into Spring Breakers. Spring Break forever.
James comes.
Norwegian breakers.
Look at all this shit. Look at all my shit. With that being said, guys, this is not a market substitute. Please watch Scam on your own. You can find it on Tumblr or Dailymotion. We have links. Ask us for them. We'll share them with you because we want to spread the good word of Scam. Well, also, if you'd like to, you can support the Normies where you can watch ahead. We're about to be done. We're probably done already if you're watching this. And also, you can get uncuts and do all sorts of fun, creative activities and stuff. And that's it. We like you guys. We enjoy that you watch TV with us. We enjoy having these discussions with you on and offline. Yeah. Y'all are cool as fuck. Alt air love.
Yeah.
Is always just looking at you.
Alt air love.
She cares about nothing else. I'm not joking. She loves me and food, and that's
never
it.
Ending.
She is the viewer. She's watching you react.
Yeah, she's reacting to me.
Why y'all playing FIFA, man?
Because it's fucking Europe.
Yeah, and they're also European. So.
I know. I know it makes sense, but FIFA's shit.
What game you gonna play then?
Well, there's no other soccer game.
Mario Soccer.
Halo.
Oh, no,
That's a shit game.
She cannot aim.
Oh.
She doesn't know where to go.
Yeah, I said it.
Oh no.
She's lost her way.
Yeah, you
Oh no.
You suck.
Whiff.
Remember,
She used to be good. Yeah, she's
They're
thrown
actually
up her
playing the
game.
basketball this time.
Fuck boy.
Hey, don't be mad at him. It wasn't his fault.
I mean, he is just
It was not
doing his thing.
It was not his fault.
I know. She should have talked to him. He's still a fuck boy.
Oh.
Cold.
Seriöst, jag gidder ikke. Bare kom her.
Dunk it.
You got dunked on.
Debo.
Grips on your
I
ass
like
from
the
way
damn
back when.
angry playing basketball with each other. Their faces are just like.
Hey, man. You fucking crap.
I'm like a little.
Stream song. That's
I'm like a little bit of basketball.
Man, why you gotta come in cock block,
Bro, they're playing basketball. He's actually just blocking regularly.
I think it was 2018.
2018.
She smiled a little bit during that match.
Yeah.
Still doesn't make it okay.
There is a chance there, Sana, for a conversation we could have learned. Sondag.
Damn.
She's talking shit about everyone.
Sheesh. What the hell?
She sucked off a what now?
An 01 guy.
Oh, she called Ava a slut.
What?
She didn't put chocolate on anyone.
Right.
Chokehold on you.
What are you talking about?
Damn, she might get it.
Oh my god.
Oh, so I think that.
Damn. Damn.
the guys in black are actually like practicing muscles, and the guys in white are like more liberal.
Damn. Is that a drawing of Kanye? I don't think I ever noticed that before.
Damn, she even likes Kanye, bro. See, Kanye's the shit.
She got a
I never
drawing
said
of
Kanye's
Tupac.
not the shit.
I was getting him shit.
Yeah.
Oh. Commit them.
She got a 5?
5 what?
That's Nora's password, isn't it?
Oh.
Calm down there, Sana. You're taking
Oh,
it too
no.
far.
Oh, no.
Tears die. You guys don't abide by the traditions that me and Mickey and Surge work really hard to set.
Oh, she put it up.
Oh shit!
Whose Instagram is that?
She made
She
it
made
on
one.
Insta.
Nah, I mean she's putting Larry a fucking. But they're gonna know it came from Isak's computer.
Are you
No,
gonna
she
tell the boys?
cropped it. She cropped it.
Yeah, but still. Like,
She's
she
gonna
remember
know.
she
Sarah's
said
gonna
it.
know.
Isak's gonna know how
had
she
that
got it.
conversation.
She's gonna think Isak did it.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Come on,
She
Isak.
said those things to Isak. Oh my god.
He's
what-
tagging people.
What
Ah!
are you doing?
This is a level of high schoolness we didn't have to deal with.
This is where you just go tell
She
somebody.
tagged her. She tagged her.
Oh, she only tagged her though.
Why don't you just text it to her?
Oh no, she's instead of showing it to everybody, she's gonna use it to dismantle her. She'll be like,
Oh,
I'm
shady
holding nukes,
bitch.
boy.
Send the ransom letter.
Don't tag other people.
Oh.
Who's Ingrid?
Ah.
Oh, she did it. Ingrid's in
Oh,
on it.
that's cold.
Look at the trickle down. Fuck, she's
She's
just
just
like
watching it.
sniping these motherfuckers.
It was the message about Ingrid too.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, that's fake. That's some fake shit.
Like, I don't know about that.
Det var bare noe jeg skulle fortelle deg.
Curse you and your perfect lipstick.
Du trenger ikke å fortelle. Jeg vet allerede.
Hva da?
Det med Yusuf.
What if it wasn't about that for you?
Hva tenker du om det, da?
Jeg tenker ikke noe.
Engage, Sana. Engage.
Liker du han?
Nei.
Yeah.
Jeg har sagt at jeg prøver å konse på dammen.
Oh, here we go. Bam, 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 bam.
Ja, hva faen er det for noe? Jeg vet ikke. Har du skrevet greiene med meg? Nei. Hvorfor skal jeg gjort det? Og hvis det er noe som fucker med meg, noe som du ser jo at det der er fortsatt. Få det fjernet. Jeg skal ikke ha sånn dritt skrevet som meg på Instagram. Hvor mange ganger har du ringt til nå? Sikkert 100. Du kan ikke bruke mobiltelefonen din. Nei, jeg har så langt på maks der ute.
Humble brag.
Hva skjer? Får ikke tak i Sara?
Nei, jeg var veldig flau over at folk har sett av det dritten og skrevet om folk.
Jeg er egentlig ikke helt sikker på at det faktisk var Sara som skrev det. Jeg vet ikke om jeg har skrevet alt, men akkurat det om at hun har blitt Iselin bytter skole, det skrev hun til meg.
Ja, og det med at Olina var pedo, det skrev hun også til meg, så...
Det er ikke noen som har hacket kontoen vår, så. Faen, så creepy.
Det...
Yeah, see, it's more. It's not working the way she thought it would.
Jeg får melde meg av bussen, ass. Jeg orker ikke sånn drama.
Hallo, jenter, det er dritviktig at vi ikke lar det ødelegge oss. Det er noen som angriper oss. Da må vi stå sammen som en buss.
You've only strengthened their bonds.
No. I told you, the Pepsi Max girl.
Hørt noe om at Sara postet noe dritt om dette på Instagram?
Yep.
Bro,
Du,
hell.
tro meg, du vil ikke vite.
Det vil jeg faen ikke. Men er du klar for dette?
Du også?
Stephen Hawking på Red Bull, er du ikke?
The group of
God, so much to read.
If I even wrote that shit, it's a really long time ago, and I didn't mean any of it. I don't know who did this to me, but I will find out.
I mean,
Skip
Sarah,
your
own up
exam.
to it. Like, where's the fucking
Yeah.
an apology, my dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care about your
Oh
exam.
no, it completely backfired. Stacker heart for her.
Stuck it.
Man.
What the heck?
Sarah's the victim now. You fucked up.
No.
That's what we
They're
said.
gonna blame her.
God, they didn't even see what she wrote. Fucking A.
Jeg tenkte faktisk på å melde deg for litt siden. Hvorfor sendte du ikke? Hva skjedde? Ikke når jeg skal gjøre det som visste jeg liksom ikke hva jeg skal skrive. Jeg har hørt at du har begynt på sykepleierstudiet. Hvordan er det? Det er ok. Hvilken programfag har du? Har biologi, kjemi...
Biologi, kjemi.
Matte.
Men du får stryk, sant? Du også? Har du sulten? Litt. Har du sulten? Ja, men det blir liksom lettere for hver dag å bli vant til det. Nå har det kommet inn, er det 22-25 i dag? Og så er det 22-25.
That's 9:25, right?
Og i timer er det
10:25. God.
Og da er det jo kjempemange som ikke bruker sminke når de faster.
I går, jeg gikk jo med sminke, ikke sant?
Ja.
Og så var det noe syforbi, og det var blikkene og sånn. Jeg tror kanskje det er fordi jeg fikk sminke. Sånn det.
I need your help taking out the
Men det går bra med deg, ikke sant?
And we run out of things to talk about.
Well, they don't have much in common aside from school and being Muslim.
No, Magnus, we wouldn't do that.
Oh no.
Alle ville to postet masse dritt.
Oh.
No, somebody, god damn it.
Copycats.
Somebody retaliated.
Really?
Oh no. Oh!
Damn. Because he had your fucking back.
Damn.
Oh man. Sana, what have you done?
That's a true friend, though, to have her back like that.
I know, even though...
I mean, he's pissed about it.
To the bench for conversations.
Is this the bench William and Nora?
He's the bench. Eastside came out to Jonas on, didn't it?
No, that was like,
It was
that was
in a
like
park.
near, that was like at a shop.
Er det en ting du ikke liker, så er det når folk takler vennene sine.
Det var virkelig ikke meningen at de greiene her skulle gå utover deg.
You took it directly from his conversations.
Jeg ville være til andre jentene skulle...
De vet hvordan hun er, de er sånn selv.
Damn.
Hvordan du har hun sa det her.
Men rasistisk
Lie.
kjærling som...
Why you
I
lying?
mean, Sarah is racist. She was
Hun
literally
ble meg
talking.
rett opp i trynet. Og bak ryggen min
The road
ble det planla å skvise meg av bussen.
Eller kanskje hun bare ville kaste deg i bussen fordi du er en nederlandende bossy bitch. Ja, men altså, hvorfor er du så hard mot folk sånn da?
Damn, calling her
Ja,
out.
du kan jo prøve å vokse opp i det landet her som en muslimsk jente uten å bli hard.
I mean, you could
Kan
try
du
to
vokse opp som homofil ungdom da?
Det er ikke det samme. Vet du hva folk gjør når jeg og Elias går sammen på gata? Folk spytter etter han fordi de tenker at han undertrykker meg. Han vil jo ikke engang at jeg skal bruke hijab nettopp fordi han er redd for at jeg skal få hat.
De fleste nordmenn er opptatt av frihet, opptatt av fred, er interessert i andre kulturer, vil jo lære om det, og er opptatt av at andre kulturer skal ha det fint her. Men det er ikke så rart at så mange er redde for muslimer når du leser opp og ned i VG og Dagbladet hele tiden om kjønnslemlestelse, om IS, om terror, om fremmedkrigere og sånne ting. Så du vet jo at de fleste er ikke sånn. Det er jævlig få som er sånn. Men når du først møter en muslim face to face, så vet jeg ikke hva de skal si. Altså, kan man si utlending, eller multietnisk eller multikulturell, eller hva som er liksom riktig da. Og du vet ikke om du kan handshake en med hijab, eller om det er disrespekt, og snakke om, og spørre om alle da. Så ender du bare opp med å ikke spørre om noe, fordi...
Damn, that's a really good scene.
Det er kanskje like greit. Jeg har fått jævlig mange dumme, rasistiske spørsmål i livet mitt.
You gotta get over that and educate the people.
De dumme spørsmålene er jævlig viktige. Du må bare slutte å lete etter rasisme i dumme spørsmål. så er det dritviktig at du svarer på det. Du må svare på det.
Sverger du? Det høres ut som imamen min eller noe.
Imam Waltersen. Ikke er søster i Norge, da. Det er sikkert mange som vokste opp som muslimsk etter, men tror meg jeg har vært der det var. Så fort du begynner å lete etter hat, så finner du det, altså.
Jeg beklager virkelig for at jeg ikke fortsatte.
Ikke tenk. For dumme ting selv, altså.
Sorry for at Elias og de gutta er så homofober.
Well, you about to learn.
Er det homofober?
Ja, var det ikke derfor de...
Nei. Det er ikke noe bedre. Det var jeg som slo til Mikael.
Oh, what?
The truth comes out.
Jeg ble litt sjalu. Så kom Elias og bare bam, knocka meg ned. Han er jo litt Men jeg fortalte det, herregud. Altså, hvis noen hadde rørt Jonas, så hadde jeg bare... Nei, det hadde jeg ikke, fordi det er ikke styrt. Jeg skulle tro det her. Homsen og muslimen, best buds.
Vi er ikke best buds.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Don't lie to yourself.
Jeg er buds.
Ok, vi er buds.
Okay, let's.
Hvem er det som er din best bud, da?
Nora. Is it?
Yeah.
Jeg er ikke så sikker på om jeg har noen lenger.
Yeah, Nora heard what he's talking about. That bond is unbroken. It's a bond of buds.
It's Isak.
That's like one of the most
That
really good fucking scene, man.
Yeah.
That was probably one of my favorite scenes of the series.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
so heartwarming too.
That was a very well written scene. That was so good. That was good. We have many things to talk about. This discussion shall involve around cyberbullying and racism and perceived racism.
Perceived racism.
Let's begin.
So, ain't nobody here ever been cyberbullied, right? Because we all grew up just a little bit after that. I've been regular bullied, but that's probably
We had AIM.
I was
Y'all didn't have MySpace on
You were
high school?
cyberbullied in the
Yeah,
chat?
some MySpace.
Come on.
and
See any
early Facebook.
Cyberbullying with your top 8?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It's like so I'm not in your top 10.
Oh yeah.
Top 8.
So we had cyberbullying, but it didn't get like archived. You know, it wasn't there
Yeah.
forever. It wasn't like, and it wasn't so sophisticated that anybody could. Well, I mean, I guess you could make.
It wasn't as instantaneous.
Yeah, you couldn't just make fake accounts on the fly. Like I could make a fake account of Chris and post like 10 pictures within the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's-
okay.
But everyone
Yeah.
like had to
it's
go
so-
home and
it's
sit
so,
at their
like,
computer.
instant, you know.
Yeah.
Mark, you said you were cyberbullied in the checklands? What happened? What did the Petras do?
Oh my god.
I was like 16 in high school, and I thought they were like my best friends from like way back. And I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm crying right now. It wasn't that big of a deal, but there was this guy. Jesus.
Do you need a water?
No. Sorry. Anyway, there's this guy. I was only wanted to be friends with him, but he wanted to do more out of me, and I was like, no, fuck that shit. I don't want to do that, you know. And so like, we're just gonna be friends. I friends on him, and then he went and started talking mad shit about me in front of like my best friends, and my best friends believed him. So.
What's his name? Does he still live in Prostiof? Because I'll fuck him up.
I mean, no, I forgave them all.
We're coming to your town.
We will hold that grudge from your
Right? Hell
teenagers for you.
Vendetta shit. I think I cyberbullied someone though.
You
What?
bully! Use cyberbullying.
There was
also.
a girl who was friends with my group of friends, and she, like, I was dating this chick, and her cousin was like one of my closest friends, and my buddy, his name starts with a T. He was involved, and he cheated on the girl, the cousin of the girl, or whatever. And then they got back together, and there was one night we were like drinking, and like somebody should call her, like let's prank call her. And I was like, oh, I love prank calling because I like doing voices. And so I prank called her and I was like, I know what you did. You didn't fuck somebody else's man. We know what you did. What an asshole. You're a real asshole. Don't do that anymore. Because everybody in this group knew everybody. And so obviously she calls back and we all freak out and hang up. And then she leaves a voicemail. She goes, Chris Johnson, you fucking idiot. You know this goes to your voicemail, right? And we had beef for like 4 straight years. And then finally she started working at a taco place I go to all the time. I was like, I'm so sorry. She's like, you're just a fucking idiot. Don't. She's like, I'm glad you're not a fucking idiot anymore. And I was like, nah, I'm still a fucking idiot.
Mickey, you cyberbullied someone?
I have been on both sides of the coin. It was actually you and me. Remember when we got sucked into cyberbullying? Or not cyberbullying, we got into beef with Amrit and Navdeep and like the boys.
Oh.
And we got like...
That counts.
I've been on both sides of the coin.
It.
And it was because of... it wasn't even because we had beef with them. It was just like, hey, these guys said this and this happened. And then we just got sucked into that beef. And then years later, we were all hanging out. We were like, what were we fighting about?
Yeah. It's like, why were we even fighting? Nahid wanted to like shoot Benny wanted to shoot Nahid.
Oh my god.
And then
not for real. Not for real. You know, it was just teenage teenage flexing. Like, I'm gonna come to your house.
So
oh my god, I cannot picture that.
It's okay. Now we play poker.
Indian boys.
Now
don't make it roll up.
My mom will drop me off at your house and fucking beat you up.
Now we're all drinking buddies, so all is kosher. But I've been on both sides of the coin. I've been the bullied and the bullier, and it's not nice. I said some unsavory things about people.
I feel like it'd be more fucked up now to be going to school and getting cyberbullied.
It's so instant.
I think this shit will fucking unravel you, man. Like, kids commit suicide over this shit. Like, it gets, like, your whole social persona is tied to who you are online, and that shit can be, like, nulled the fuck out in a day. Yeah. That's rough.
It's like, so crazy now, like, something could happen first period, and you're, like, the laughing stock by, like, the end of the day. Like,
not even end of the day, first
across multiple schools, too. It's like, not only is your school going to know about it, all the schools in the city are going to know about it.
I had in high school.
It's like a different level,
I had my nudes shared once.
God.
But it was like a digital photo I took of my penis and printed it out and gave to somebody.
What?
Why did you do this?
I mean,
that's how you sent nudes.
Yeah, you know, it was back in the day. It was an old school nude. And then, like, by like lunchtime, like 4 people were like, dude, we saw your dick. And I was like, what the fuck? And I talked to her, I was like, what the shit? She was like, I was showing other people. They figured out it was you. And I was like, there's a crap picture, but dude, no one's gonna figure out it's me unless you tell them.
I love that people figured it out. They're like, that's Chris Johnson's dick for sure.
Should have printed it bigger, you know.
Oh my god. Photoshopped it.
It was like a little.
You have like wallet size.
Yeah, it was like.
Oh my god.
I was like, hey girl, take this with you when you go home.
Oh my god.
What kind of move is that?
Hey, a physical delivery of a dick pic, that's classy.
Right, that is. Like straight Cupid. She was into it. She was like, oh yeah. Nah, I was like, in the hallway, I was like, hey, blow. And she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah, you was asking, so you know. I printed it for you. I wasn't just going to describe it. We didn't have, you know, photo text messaging. I had a digital.
Wow.
I hope my mom doesn't watch this, Mom.
Please enjoy this at your leisure.
Right? Madam, I know how much women like to masturbate staring at a fucking 4" by 4" picture of a teenage dick. Please enjoy. The ISO was turned way up.
Oh man. No. Well, that really sucks because it sucks how everything went down because it does snowball like that. It's like, oh shit, somebody said something. Oh, I bet it was boom.
No, yeah,
fuck it. Without any proof, I'm gonna make a fake account of this person now and fucking.
So.
Like so many people get just thrown under.
I wonder if they're gonna like get repercussions for doing this to Vilde as well because they did the same fucking thing.
Hopefully, yeah.
You know, and like I feel like Isaac's eating the shit now on Sana's behalf, but like. Is anybody gonna get reprimanded for doing the same to Vilde?
Yeah, and who started that account? Do we know for sure?
No, it was one of the bitches from the fucking.
It was one of them in that group chat.
It had to be Sarah.
Yeah.
It had to, Sarah.
Or even Ingrid, because he said all of them are like that.
Yeah.
So now you guys want to talk about racism?
Woo! Yeah, let's talk about. I really like that scene because like both sides are right. Like you know, like Sana's like. You have no idea what it's like, and it's hard to be a person of color because you know, you feel like you're gonna be the victim of racism a lot, but to say or to assume that it's like, oh, all white people are racist, like that's racism in and of itself. Also,
that's what people say. Reverse racism doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I mean, just because I think the concept
can be racist.
And I really like how the points Isak made is like, just because like there's weird cultural not differences, but like he's like people just don't know how to approach Muslims because of how bashed they are in the news. And so anytime there's like an awkward situation, it's so quick to jump to racism, but it's not always racism. Sometimes it's just ignorance or a lack of communication or just prejudice. It's not always just straight up racism.
So I agree with that, but I feel like it's everybody's responsibility to educate themselves on their own.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot have stupid ass questions to the same person all the time.
Because that's exhausting.
Like, at some point you need to like take the time and respect your fucking friend and learn about their culture on your own.
Yeah.
Because I've been there even myself. Like, being in this country, sometimes I get questions like where is Czech Republic? From the same person asking me for the 5th time.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just like, are you fucking
Google Maps, bitch?
Can you
look it up.
Can you like respect me enough to not ask me for the 6th time?
Yeah.
You know, and that's a very minuscule thing compared to what Muslim people go through every day in Europe and here as well. And like in Europe especially, I felt that I felt for Sana a lot because when I was in Turkey, Turkey is a Muslim country, but it's secular, and some of the girls who were wearing hijab, they were like telling me about how like that was a life-altering decisions for them, and like their families didn't want them to wear it in Turkey because of the perception that they start getting stares in the streets, they start getting, and it's in a Muslim country, so you can only imagine how much more difficult it's gonna be in Europe.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's like if you're going, I feel like if you put the scarf on, you need to count with the fact that people are going to stare at you.
Yeah.
And
it comes with the territory.
It comes with the territory. Like if you wear a shirt that says, I don't know, Trump for president, then obviously you have a vocal, political opinion, and you shouldn't be mad if the stranger approaches you to talk about it, because then you're putting on public display what you're about. So I don't know, it's a double-edged sword.
I liked what she said though about like at the very beginning when Isak like came in and was trying to like make this the comparison that like his struggles of like coming out and being a queer person and all of that, how they were the same, and how she was like, they're not though. Like there are similarities in the ways that people are oppressed, but it's that you see who I am first, and that's the thing that people are prejudiced against way before they find out anything about your sexuality. And if they're prejudiced against that, then it's an added layer. But just like mentioning that there are differences, even though we can find commonalities in the way that we walk through the world, it's important to acknowledge that the experiences are different. And then at the end, when Isak was like, I like respect and understand that I don't fully know your experience and I never will, and we can come together and understand each other differently now.
I think that's why he kind of took the bullet for her anyway.
Yeah.
That was kind of big on him, especially in like season 1. He did some shit. What did he do?
Oh, he
kind of had
tried to break up Evan
Isak
and Eva.
Okay, I guess
or Jonas and Eva.
Or
Jonas. I don't know. I thought it was something online for whatever reason.
I think it's really good that they had this conversation, because like that's the thing. They're both doing what literally needs to happen, and that shit doesn't happen often. I remember like moving to Indianapolis and having to deal with more white people than I did when I lived in Gary. And people were like, I don't know, is it okay to say black? Is it okay to say African American? Like I'd roll my eyes, except like I feel like this is like I moved here in junior high, and I know it's a bunch of junior high kids, but like it was the fucking 2000. Yeah, people. We call ourselves black. You're allowed to say it. It's not an issue. Or some people now still are like,
African American.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you whispering? You're making it weird.
There's one word that you shouldn't say. Don't say it.
Right.
It's like everything else.
We all know.
But like,
it's not that deep. It's not that difficult.
it's good that they're having this conversation because they're coming to an understanding, and that's legitimately like when people that don't look alike are sharing a country, you gotta fucking talk about it, because you could try to not talk about it, but then that's when people come up with their own ideas and make up their own stories in their head. So you just gotta fucking conversate this shit out. It sucks ass. But I think everybody on this couch has experienced some kind of form of fucking racism or some bullshit. And even if it's with people you kick it with, you like talk about it, and then you're like, all right, like we understand each other now. Like we fucking built this cultural understanding here, and then you good.
See, anytime I hear the word racism thrown around, those like that shouldn't be used for like, I don't want to downplay anything anybody goes through, but like racism to me is like a hateful thing. It's not like somebody just saying something wrong at the wrong time. Like there's a big difference in like lack of like understanding or education and knowledge.
Information.
But I mean, sometimes that shit can be coming like from a racist place that person doesn't know is racist. It's like, look, with the word fascist, people throw that shit around a lot, but there are low-key fascist things because that is the truth of fascism, just like that's the truth of racism. Because it's not that it's like, oh, this person said the N-word, you're a racist, there it is, we got that. But it's like people just like low-key discriminating and not even like realizing that shit. And it's not that to say this person is being racist, this person is wrong, this person is evil. It's to say, hey man, maybe you're doing some shit that you quite didn't figure out. Like legitimately, people are into some fascist shit and it's like, bro, that's fascist. And like that shit don't click with them until you're like, let me try to explain it. And like, oh, okay, I get it. Like it's not that being one of those things makes you a terrible person or engaging in something that is that. It's just that it's a fucking spectrum,
I can't remember,
which sucks.
Like, we were at a bar one time and Nadeep was there. And the bouncer didn't let him in because he had his turban on, and he was like, "You gotta take your hat off." And like, it's not a hat. And like, he was like, "I can't let you in." And like, there was a big gang of us. Umberth was there. He was like, "I'm fucking calling 911 right now. How about that?" And then like, we waited for like a cop to come, and then the cop was like, "You gotta let him in."
That right there.
There we go. That guy learned something that day. It's not a fucking hat, you idiot.
And like either
he wasn't maybe being racist, but I mean, I don't know.
He had prejudice. I mean,
And like that club has a racist fucking implement into it, even if they don't realize it. So it's not to say this club is racist. Like the clubs, especially, they will do that shit. Clubs at the door, they're fucking racist. This is a real ass thing. They'll be like, they wouldn't let one of my buddies in because he had on high top shoes. Dressed up to the nines. He had high top Jordans like this. I'm showing off my shoes now. He had on fucking high tops. He was like, nah, bro, you can't get in with those high tops. And he was like, what the fuck? And then this white dude came up behind him with like some ultra generic ass high tops on, and he got to come in. So what the fuck was the difference? Like, it's because you guys are trying to keep the number of black people in your club down, and you've made a racist implementation on it, and now your fucking bouncers are doing it. So like, same thing with fucking Naveed. Just like, oh yeah. Plus they're probably thinking, I don't want to do near with a turban on anyway. Like,
that is not, it's discrimination more than racism, because I experienced in that club, like, they didn't let this one person in for, like, looking a certain way, but they, with the same outfit, another guy who looked, like, more handsome, end quote, for general public, with this, wearing the same fucking outfit.
Less clubs, more dive bars. That's solving all of our problems.
That's speak up. Save your clubs.
I can't really save the clubs because that happened that shit to me too. So.
Oh no.
And I totally get like what the whole issue with like the dumb questions that you get a lot as a foreign person. It definitely does get tiring. Like the question I've experienced most throughout, like when I was in school, like a lot of my friends would be like, "Oh, you're Indian? What's up with the dot? Is that like a tattoo? Does that mean?"
But this was like you gotta
like. Does that signify that you've been through like an arranged marriage? And I was like, no.
Oh my
God!
But that's
Google
the thing.
it, people.
But that's the thing. But I would have a conversation with them, and I'm like, bro, it's honestly it's more of like just a fashion thing. It is like for married women kind of, but like it's not really as symbolic as it used to be. It's really it's really just like a fashion thing now. And they'd be like, oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, you do get they're both right. You're gonna experience dumb questions. That doesn't mean it's racist. It's just a dumb question, and
I feel like the difference is the intent.
You got to take the time to correct correct knowledge.
I'm sure the education is better now, but I grew up here in Indiana, and elementary schools and shit, they would play these old ass VHS tapes. Here, people in India bathe in the Ganges River. And that's why people are like, "You bathe in shit?" Like, no. Like, I'm sure it's much better now, but some along those lines, something similar.
Yeah.
Can I ask the brown people a quick question?
Yeah.
You ever feel like you gotta be like low key the ambassador for your race when like no one else is around?
Sometimes.
Be like, cause sometimes
I don't do no fob shit for my fobs.
like sometimes I also be wanting to like fuck shit up or just be like, man, I got a hardcore opinion about that, but like I don't know half you motherfuckers, and I think I'm not gonna see none of y'all again. So
I'll just keep my mouth shut about
Yeah.
that. I'm like, yeah, that is we do better than shit.
I make a mental check note. I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna talk to you anymore. Which is but like we're adults now too, because this happens a lot to me as an adult, where I'm just like, oh, that's how y'all roll tight. I'm just like, I don't have like room in my life anymore. I'm like, I'm not here to fucking educate you. If you want to be like that, I'm just gonna go home and fucking chill.
I experienced, like, me and Chris went to this meetup several times of like Czech people living in Indiana.
Oh, God.
And they're like, this elderly couple always finds us, and I feel like they just want to have their one black friend.
Also, one of their kids' name is Chris too.
Yeah, and they're just like super friendly to us, but then like every time they start talking shit, it's like it's just misogyny
and then racism.
And I'm just like, what are you doing?
Which is wild, cause like it's like they don't know. They're like
they're
Or
so
they don't care.
unaware, and like it's the same. Like my parents too. They're like. I invited like one of my Muslim friends over for a week from Turkey. She was like vacationing in our house, and like I wanted to show my parents that she's a normal person, you know, because they've never met a Muslim before.
Oh, okay.
And then they're like, oh yeah, she's cool, and like they keep asking about how she's doing and want to see pictures of her kids, you know, all the time. Like they care about her, but at the same time they're like, wait, why do they have her sister wear a hijab? I'm like, because they don't have her wear it. She chose to wear it. And they just don't get it. They're like, but the rest of them is terrible. And I'm like, no, stop it.
It's like so close yet so far.
My parents are such nice people, but they're still so stuck up.
Sometimes having white parents, it's like you take 2 steps forward,
1 step back,
and and you're just like, okay, we made progress, but yet you said Oriental at Thanksgiving, so like, okay, bring it back. You're almost there, but you're still missing some things.
Well, I think that was the point of the conversation. Is like it's gonna be slow progress, and you just have to keep at it. You just have to not get frustrated, and you know, obviously there's people that are straight up racist, and you don't have to deal with people like that, and that'll be apparent when it happens. But for the most part, I think if we just stay patient and keep talking with each other, I think we can make those small progresses on a day-to-day basis.
I'm gonna rewatch the ending conversation scene. I apologize. A little sleepy. I wasn't nodding off.
No.
I was kind of.
It was a good one.
It was
Yeah.
a good one. I caught the most of it. I'm sorry.
Discuss racism in the comments, but do it nicely.
Yeah, do it. Talk to each other.
Constructive conversation.
Let's make progress.
Discourse is the best.
And don't cause discourse in our Discord.
See you guys at the next one.
Bye. Hey everyone, thanks again for watching another episode of Scam with us. Hit the like button if you're enjoying these, and make sure to stay subscribed for more episode reactions coming up. Once again, a big shout out to all of our super patrons: Luis, Joe Max, Nasser the Artist, Marky O, Crove Dizzle, Mortal Clown, Kelly Parks, Keyboard Junkie, NYR Fan, and Philip. We'll see you guys next week.